Hello beautiful, this is Anika and today I'm going to do a tutorial on a post back earring that I created using super duos, and I called that earring the Dashing Daisy. There are two versions of this earring and let me show you what they are. These are the first one, and this is the second one where you can create a little dangle on it, and we'll create this one together. The single one without the dangle, we're going to create a whole new pair. The materials you'll need for this project are 8-pound Fireline, or you can use Wildfire, whichever is your preference. I'm using the 8-pound crystal Fireline. You're going to need some E6000 glue. You're going to need a pair of snips. I always have my long nose pliers on hand just in case things get a little snug and I need to pull the product through, the thread through. You're going to need a beading needle. I'm using a size 10 beading needle for this. You're going to need some super duos. For each pair of earrings, you're going to need 10 super duos. I'm sorry, for each earring. So you'll need a total of 20 super duos. You're going to need a 6mm round bead. It can be a fire polish bead or it can be a round bead, your preference. And you're going to need 2 post back. I'm using silver post back ear hooks for this one. For the one with the dangle, the only other items you'll need are some 11-0 seed beads, your dangle of course, and for this one I'm going to be using a fire polish. As I told you, you can use a 6mm round or a 6mm fire polish, and these are my super duos for that one. So let's get started. I've already pre-threaded my needle and I have a wingspan of thread on it. You'll start off by picking up 10 super duos, and it's always good to check, which I've already pre-checked mine, but you want to make sure that both holes on each side of your super duo are drilled. Sometimes they get paint stuck in it, the coloring gets stuck in it, and the hole doesn't go all the way through, and it's not good to find out at the last minute, especially if you're doing the dangle the dangle on your post back earring. So we'll go ahead and pick up 10, and I'm not picking them up in any particular order. I'm just randomly picking them up. Once you have 10, you're going to bring them all the way down, and I suggest that you leave about a 3 to 4 inch tail. And what you're going to do is you're going to go right back through all of the super duos that you just added on. Okay. Once you've gone all the way around, you're going to meet up with the original tail. Now, I'm not one who typically ties knots, but those of you who do, this is your perfect time to go ahead and tie a knot like this. You go over and under once, pull it tight, and then go over and under 2 times to do a surgeon's knot. 1, 2. And the reason why I don't typically go back through and tie a knot is because my tail at the end, I go back and I sew that in, so it makes it pretty secure. But we're going to just go ahead and cut that tail off. Okay, so now that your tail is cut off, you're going to go ahead and take your needle and go through at least 2 of the super duos past where you knotted it. And as you can see, it's gotten a little snug, and this is where you take your long nose pliers and gently pull the thread through. You can use a 12 beading needle, a size 12 instead of a 10. It's a little bit thinner and it'll go through multiple times. Okay. Here is where we'll pick up our 6mm round. Once you have that threaded on, okay, you're going to go ahead and slide that down. Now, the bead that you're coming out of, you're going to find the opposite side, which would be this one here, and you're going to go in the opposite direction to string on your 6mm round. Okay, like so. And this is what you'll have. Since you're coming out the opposite end, you're going to go back through that 6mm to the other side. And what it does, when you come out, you'll see the thread. Let's see if I can get it to come through clear. The thread where you've originally gone through, you're going to go through the opposite side. Like so. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to go off camera and get my needle through. Oh, there it is. And this is what you'll have. Now you'll want to go through and reinforce this and all the way around. Once you reinforce, it should be pretty snug where you do not have to tie knots. But what I do is go through one more time on that side, back around, and then I reinforce all the way around. Go ahead and reinforce, and we'll be right back. Okay, once you have it reinforced, this is what you'll have. You go ahead and you cut your extra thread off. And this is where you need your E6000 glue and your post back ear wire. You go ahead and put a little glue on your post back, and I always do a little extra. I put a little dab on the back of the 6mm round. E6000 dries pretty quick. However, I usually let mine cure for about 24 hours before wearing the product. Okay, and this is what you'll have. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and show you the tutorial on how to add the dangle to this. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the second portion and show you how to make the dangle. I've already added my 10 super duos strung back through, and I place my knot. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the 6mm fire polish and go to the opposite side. Let me go ahead and cut the tail off. Okay, as you can see, the tail can sometimes get in the way and be quite annoying. So I went ahead and cut it off, and what I'm going to do is take my 6mm fire polish, bring it all the way down, lay it across, and you're going, oh, I'm sorry. You're going to lay it across like so. You're going to find the opposite bead, and you're going to come back through in the opposite direction. And just a little note, because you're using 10 10 super duos, you should have 4 on each side, and that'll help you to find your centerpiece. Okay, go back through like so. Back through and down through the opposite side. And you can go ahead and reinforce that. And once you reinforce it, come right back and I'll show you the next part of the video. Okay, so you're going to be coming out of the top hole once you reinforce. What you're going to do is go down to the bottom hole, take your needle through like so. You're going to pick up 5 11/0 seed beads. Slide them all the way down. Pick up your dangle. Place that on. Slide it all the way down. And then you're going to pick up 1 11/0 seed bead. Go back up through your dangle and through 2 of the 11/0s that you strung on. 1 and that's 2. Bring your thread all the way up, make it tight, and then you'll pick up 3 more 11/0s. If they want to be picked up. They're giving me a hard time. And go in through the opposite side of where you had originally come out of, like this. Go back through and reinforce and meet me back here. Okay, I've gone ahead and I reinforced and I tied my thread off in 1/2 hitch knots and I cut it off. The final step is to go ahead and glue on your post back with your E6000, and then you'll have your dangle earring. It'll look like this. If you like what you've seen in these videos, just go ahead and hit the like button. I will have a list of the materials down in the description bar below. If you'd like to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. Until the next time, thank you for joining me.